Welcome to Season 11 of the Thunder Enduro and yesterday's media night at the Circuit of America. Faster Team Cheetah are the reigning champions, both in the Drivers' Championship and the Teams' Championship, and their driver lineup is once again strong. Double champion, Crazy Ninja, leads the way in car number 1. His teammate, car 23, will be last season's runner-up, Faster Alex. The pair are running a couple of the oldest cars in the field, with the Ferrari 250 GT. The Ferrari is very quick and nimble through the corners, but it's an expensive piece of kit. Expect both drivers to be near the front of the field every round, if not at the very front, and many people's tip for the title is once again Crazy Ninja. Alex set down a marker by beating his teammate in the media race in the Holdens before the actual media day presentation. Cerberus are another big team to the series, but it was a difficult start to them last night. Lead driver Brad Stick had electrical problems and missed the shakedown and opening moments, whilst King Cowboys failed to get in a clean lap with engine difficulties. Devil Dojo showed a lot of potential in the new Alpha TZ2 and set some competitive times. All three runners are capable of winning races, and Brad is certainly capable of winning the championship. And he's quite bullish and confident if the team can sort out the reliability issues that they had through last season, which was a very disappointing campaign for them. Quicksilver are back with a one car for usual runner, Celtic Fox. But unlike some of the weird cars that they've picked down the many seasons, this is an old favourite of the series. The Lancia beats a Monte Carlo that first appeared in Season 1. The car looks strong and it looks to be handling really well, and Celtic Fox is certainly a strong hope for victories this season. In actual fact, many people tip him to be the driver that could win the Pro class. Could this be the season that Quicksilver win their first race? MRC Racing are new to the series but have 3 experienced campaigners and are certain to be fan favourites for those that follow the game and trans communities. Lead driver is Torque Rick, who was champion of course in Season 5, whilst joining him was last season's teammate of his, Killers. Third driver is Mad. All 3 of these drivers of course ran in the very first round of Season 1, so they've chalked up many miles between them. Rick and Killers are certainly capable of top 5 overall in the championship, while Mad will be hoping for a good midfield showing in the Pro class. Yesterday wasn't without its issues though, as a bottle of hairspray got caught under the brake pedal of one of the cars, and Killers, as you can see here, so nearly losing it and going off. Little Mazda is sure to be a fan's favourite. RML nearly left the series, so it was surprised to see a late entry for the team leader and manager, Rob Racing UK. The front-wheel drive BMW Scirocco looks mightily impressive, and Rob, being a front-wheel drive specialist, is certainly looking forward to a strong campaign. Could this be the season that Rob finally wins a round? That might be a bit hard due to the strength of some of the drivers up front, but expect some good shock results and some strong performances in the Pro class. Whilst Rob runs alone, last year's teammate, Pronag, returns to be running a car of his own build, this time being the Lotus Cortina. An iconic car from the 60s, this Ford is heavily modified under the bonnet and has shown some really impressive testing times at Laguna Seca. Some people tip Pronag to be a driver to win the Pro class, and his speed and performance in a Ford Mustang in the Modsports last year was certainly impressive. Consistency has always been Pronag's issue, but he's free to admit that winning a round is his aim for the season again. DMR 3 Amigos, and this is the 3 strongest drivers possibly in the Pro-Am category. Last season showed some promise for the 3 drivers, and Penfold, Four Wheels Good and BTCC Chat are back again for another go. All 3 drivers have run wild recently in touring cars as well, and they shocked the field by running the little Alfa Romeo. This car didn't look to be quite a proposition on paper, but certainly impressed with its straight line speed and handling around the Circuit of America yesterday. Not only are the 3 drivers the favourite to win the Pro-Am class, but could they be a dark horse for a top 5 overall? Dart. Dart returns to the championship after a very difficult couple of seasons, and with them they have the best sounding car on the grid, the Holden Commodore. The 1980 saloon car is living as a 3-car entry with Lamborghini and Major Raver back, but also joined by ex-star Fred Elliott. Fred, of course, has twice been runner-up in the championship and has been missing from the season since SWR quit the championship 2 seasons ago. It was good to see Fred back yesterday in testing, and although not quite on the pace of his rivals in the elite class, he certainly got up quicker and quicker and will be a contender for race victories. He's only doing a part campaign, whereas Lamborghini will be aiming for a full campaign and a Pro-Am attack. Major Raver, running Baby Bertha Tribute, is looking forward to just getting back to racing, although he has admitted he struggled quite heavily. Northern Monkey Racing. This team have changed cars non-stop through the mid-season and finally decided on a Mazda to lead their campaign. The 3-car driver lineup is strong, with team leader Angry Unicorn supported by Bobkins, who's another driver that should make the Pro-Am category entertaining. Angry Unicorn showed some massive pace last season and will be amongst the runners in the Pro class. Their sister team NIMR Street, we'll get your teeth around that, had a promising but also disappointing run yesterday. Spike Floss drove the new Honda S2000 well and showed some pretty competitive lap times, but Paul Atom Stew had the curse of media night and was stuck in the pit lane all evening. Italian Stallion Racing. They're new to the championship and they have the iconic rally car, the Fiat 131 at Brath. The 3-car lineup is actually 2 cars on track, as brothers Mario and Luigi share one of the cars, while the other car is driven by STR Iconic, who impressed brilliantly in the media race by coming home 3rd after a last lap pass of Torque Rip and Kidders yesterday. DBM 34 are another car and team that have been to the championship all the way through. And the usual driver, Devil's Bogeyman, is here once again, this time with the bizarre Nissan. This car has not ever been seen in the championship and is actually a bit of a kit type car. Should be interested to see how the team go. They are, of course, the true privateer of the season and much loved by all the supporters. See you next week.